I graduated in 97 from University of Buffalo, from law school, and right from the beginning I knew that I want to practice law, matrimonial law, differently than it has been practiced for centuries in here in my country of United States. I got my license from Matrimonial Mediation Center, Conflict Resolution Center in Rochester, and I started my matrimonial mediation company since year 2000. Matrimonial mediation is about settling differences at the time of high emotions between couples in the privacy of a mediator's office. I practice matrimonial mediation because I don't believe couples should go to court to settle their differences. Our courts are built upon criminal laws. So why should couples who have marital problems, which are usually communication problems, go to courts at the time of divorce? And it makes me feel good when couples, they come to my office and they're worried, they're nervous, and they're afraid because they have heard that they're going to be taken to cleaners by their spouse, by the wife or the husband. And when they come to my office and they see that the process is really civilized and humanistic, it usually, if not always, brings the best out in couples. I have husbands who tell their soon-to-be ex-wives, honey, don't worry, I will come and shovel the snow. Or the wives who will tell soon-to-be husbands, ex-husbands, would you like to come Friday nights for dinner? And especially if you have children, the only way to survive a divorce, which is like a disease in our society, is through mediation, to survive it beautifully, not to have so many luggages on your shoulders when you get into your next relationship, if you decide to go into your next relationship. The process is simple, is easy, it is much faster than regular litigated divorce, which may take even years to settle. Usually the cost is a fraction of what it will cost to hire two attorneys and fight it in court. It is based on cooperation and collaboration between spouses. Now, I have been asked the question whether mediation is the right thing for everybody. If you are so angry and hurtful from your spouse for whatever has happened during your marriage, that you want to literally choke your spouse and kill the spouse, then obviously mediation is not going to work. Because in mediation, you have to sit across from your spouse and be able to talk about the things that you want. And of course, I, as the mediator attorney, I'm there to look for the rights of both parties. If you are contemplating a separation or a divorce, I do recommend that you call a mediator before you even think about calling an attorney who doesn't practice mediation, or he doesn't, or she doesn't believe in mediation. And I always ask my clients, my future clients, when they call me, just pick up the phone and call me, and I ask them, are you sure this is the route you want to take? Have you gone for marriage counseling? Have you exhausted all other options, meaning that trying to make the marriage work? And if they say no, I recommend that they should go for counseling. And marriage counseling, contrary to the general belief, is not really to bring you back to one another, but it is also to understand what has happened during usually several years of marriage that has made one party very unhappy and the other party not as unhappy. And I ask couples when they call me again, if they can sit in one room across from one another and negotiate the terms of their agreement. It is really easy process, and because it is so simple and civilized, couples are much more relaxed during mediation, and usually they end up to be a much better friends. They can communicate much better, and if they're parents, then of course they have to cooperate and come up with a parental schedule. Besides the much shorter time that it will take to settle differences and to get a separation or a divorce, and beside the fact that mediation truly saves thousands of dollars for couples, it's really about more of what I call it is doctrine of morality. It's more about healing the hurt. It's more about emotions than legal part of it. Of course, we take care of all aspects, but for me, top of the list is taking care of people when they're hurting, and usually one party is hurting more than other party, and in mediation we do acknowledge that hurt, which usually, if not always, is left untouched and unacknowledged in court system. I do have couples that sometimes, whether it's husband or the wife, has done something real hurtful to the other party, and in mediation that acknowledgement eases and releases some of that pain that the party who is hurting is going through. So I would say that for me personally, it is to save on your positive emotions and try to heal the hurt. But of course, in today's economic time, we cannot ignore the fact that a mediated separation or divorce is only a fraction cost of a litigated divorce here in Erie County. And of course, it will leave better relationship between parents, and also better parental role, and hopefully they can still remain friends even after a divorce. I am Nadia Shahram, and welcome to Mediation Center, and thank you for trusting me with your separation.